Hello. Hey, y'all. Hold on. Get. Oh, no. My light's moving. Hold on. Okay. I think I got it figured out here. I'll move my notes. Hold up. I'm a little discombobulated. All right. How's that look? It's all looking good? Yay. All right. Welcome. Oh, yeah. My necklace says love, and it's made out of weapons. It's like a pistol and a grenade and some knives, some other kind of deadly things. Yeah, I got this a long time ago. Someone just gave it to me. They was just getting rid of a bunch of stuff, and they're like, I think you should have this. I'm like, I think I should too. All right. Well, welcome to the show, y'all. Let me get that necklace in some. I'm a little flushed right now. I don't know what's up. I think it's these earrings. You know, the last time I wore these, my neck got all red, so I might be allergic to them. Won't try it out. It's okay. It's just me. Well, you know what? I don't know where they got it. I have no clue where this came from. It just appeared just like that. And it was probably, oh God, I don't know how long ago it was. At least 10 years, because I've had it for a long time. Yeah. So glad you like it. Well, welcome to the show, y'all. Let me just type a welcome to the show. Ask your question in the chat. Choose your oracle and enjoy your answer. Woohoo! Okay. It could be cedar, but I don't know. I think it's just some cheap wood from China. I don't know. It's a local maker. I think it's called Moonfinder. It's some female artist. I got it at the little shop I used to work at, and they're super cute. But every time I wear them, I swear I get a little bit red. So maybe it's just the dye on it or something. I don't know. It could just be something else. Anywho, well, welcome to the show, y'all. This is the OraCola. I'm arcieoracola. I'm coming at y'all live from Austin, Texas, here on January 19th, 2022. Happy birthday, Dolly Parton. And also, the sun just went into Aquarius, so happy birthday, all you Aquarians out there. Do we have any Aquarians in the crowd? If you do, happy birthday. Anyway, we're going to be here for the next hour, just hanging out and getting the messages from the universe, and I will be interpreting them. So, excuse me. Okay. So I think we got regulars here. Hi, Masochist. Hi, Goog. Hi, Patrick. Welcome to the show. Thank y'all for hanging out with me this evening. Yes, Dolly is a saint. We love her. She turned 76 and hopefully has many, many more years in her. God knows she's mostly fake. So surely they shot her up with enough stuff that she'll just keep going for a long time. She even just put out a new album. I don't know how many albums she's put out, but it's got to be 100 at this point. Like, really, she's been making albums since the 60s. And she's got to put out, like, in the 60s, you had to put out like 1 or 2 a year just to stay relevant, just to get radio play. So yeah, happy birthday, Dolly. We're doing a show on Friday if you're in Austin. I don't think anybody in this crowd is, or maybe you are, but we're doing our birthday show for the drag troupe Poo Poo Platter. We always do a Dolly Parton birthday show ever since we did it 1 year, and it sold out, and it was a huge success. So now it's a tradition. I think this is my 5 or 6 years we've been doing it now. Anyway, it's always a fun show. So come on out to Elysium on Friday night if you're in Austin, Texas. If you're seeing this later and you're watching it on Thursday or even Friday during the day and you're in Austin, it's going to be on the 21st of January 2022 at Elysium Austin. Show is at 11:30. Doors are at 10 o'clock. I think it's $15 at the door, but if you get your tickets early, it's 10, and you can find that link on if you go to Instagram or onto Facebook and just search for Poo Poo ATX. Poo Poo ATX, and you will find the ticket link. So, all right. Yeah, Dolly couldn't be any worse and than any other old person we've had in the White House. And I'm sure she's got way better like staff than any of them people. So, good luck with that. I'd vote for Dolly. I mean, definitely not voting for any of the other ones that's in the swamp. All right. So now that we're going to get doing our show, let me let's do the setting the intention first, since I kind of forgot about it last time and got carried away. All right. So first up, we're going to do our little invitation to the universe. Just kind of set our intention to ask for advice and let the universe know that we're here and we're waiting for them to give us a sign, give us some help, because we all need a little help these days. It's definitely a different world. Every day is different. Okay, so we like to burn our sacred wood, so let's do that. We'll burn our sacred wood. Burning the sacred wood. There we go. If you got some sacred wood and you want to burn it or do something else with it, I'm happy to have you do whatever you want to do. All right, burn the sacred wood, and then we'll ring our bell for service. Just ring the bell, clear out the negative energy, kind of set the stage. And then we're going to do our pathogen cleanse. Hope y'all are feeling better this week. I know last week we had some folks with some illness. Hopefully this will wave any illness out of your life. It's our little fake UV light. I guess it's not fake. I mean, it is a UV light, but it's man-made. It's not the sun. And this is going to just clear out all the pathogens. Get that Oma Necronomicon out. Out, demon, out. Okay. Oh, you got the Rona. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Oh, my goodness. Well, you're here with us right now, so you ain't dead. That's good. Yeah, you ain't dead yet. And hopefully you're on the mend. But damn, that sucks. You know, so many people just come down with the sickness. And nowadays it's political. You cannot get sick just like you used to. If you got sick before, you just got sick. Now it's like you've got the plague and you're a horrible person. And there's all this like feelings wrapped up in it. Yeah. And it's just rough. So I hope you are doing much better than you were previously. And I hope if any of the advice that we gave you last week in the chat and that I gave you was helpful, I hope it was. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Well, I'm glad you're here with us tonight. We'll spray some of our Rich Bitch Witch spray for events. So abundant health for you and y'all. Hopefully everybody will be okay. So, all right, we got our little offering section done. And to go through the oracles real quick for all the folks watching this later. Remember, this show is always available on youtube.com/channel arcieoracola, unless I say something that gets it taken off. So far, so good. I have not done it. Plus, YouTube ain't watching our show. So we got that in our corner right now. Oh, yeah, eucalyptus is good. It's definitely good. And like I said, just get a hot, like boil some water. You don't need much, maybe like half an inch, takes less time. boil a little bit of water, put a few drops in there, throw a towel over your head, breathe that steam in. Don't open your eyes, close your eyes because it'll irritate your eyes, but just like feel it going into your throat, and it really kind of helps open things up and hopefully get some of that phlegm moving out of there. Okay, so we got different oracles for you to choose from. So you'll type your questions for the universe in the chat, choose your oracle, and then I will read your card or whatever your oracle you choose. So first off, we got the Arcieoracola Tarot. It's my own special deck. And in the cartomancy section, we also have our crystal oracle. This is for any earth energies you might be looking for. I think last week, Masochist was supposed to go get a crystal. I hope you went and got that crystal. This is the essential oil deck. This is if you want any kind of plant medicine or any kind of plant vibes. And then we got our newest oracle. This is our style oracle. If you're looking for some fashion advice or some style advice, we got this one right here. And then, of course, we always have our simple but effective hat of self-care. If you're just looking for some self-care, then choose the hat of self-care. We have our lovely magic hate ball, which hates everything about you and your question. So your answer will become something that may or may not be what you want to hear, but you're going to hear it anyway. And then we have our Revelation Oracle. This is a verse from the book of Revelation chosen randomly by a random number generator. And this is a good one if you want some guidance on these end times, because we are living in the apocalypse. And then finally, last but not least, we have our fun, the pornicle. Now remember, if you're typing a pornicle question, you got to make it PG so that the Facebook bot censor, the YouTube bot censor, it's all the same. What am I talking about? YouTube bot censor doesn't get you, but this will give you a dirty picture for your trouble. So there's your oracles, and I'm ready to channel the wisdom. So whoever has a question, put it in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, hopefully your news is like temporarily distressing, not like permanently distressing. Okay, let's see here. We got a hate ball question from Goog. Did the yuppie gay couple with all the cool furniture downstairs break up? Oh, cool furniture. How do you know they had cool furniture? Was you in their house frequently, or did you just like peek in their windows, you peeping Tom? You peeping Goog? Let's see. What's it say? Oh, most likely. Let's see if this will stay up. Most likely. Yep, there you go. And you know the hate ball is shy about showing the answer. So when the hate ball shows the answer, that's probably the correct one. Woo! That wind's picking up outside. We had a cold front just blow through. It's supposed to get real frigid and possibly sleet. I don't think it's going to be one of them repeats of last year when we was all frozen for like 5 days straight and it was terrible. But yeah, I got to bring all the plants in when I'm done with this, and I'm not looking forward to it. Okay, so there we go. Hate ball. Patrick has a question. I think I already know the answer, but will China Fauci face any punishment? No, they will not. Fauci, that motherfucker, he's already 80-something years old. He's probably just going to die conveniently and not from the Rona. But let's find out. Okay, so for the book of Revelation, we got to do 2 numbers. So there's 22 chapters. So we'll do a number between 1 and 22. And here's our answer, 2. All right. And then the second chapter has how many verses? I think we got chapter 2 last week, if I'm not, or maybe the week before. Okay. No, that's John. I want to go up to Revelation. Okay. These pages are so thin. Okay, there's 29 verses. Let's see. Do, 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 do. 29 verses in chapter 2. Okay, here we go. And 19. All right, let's see what she says. So, the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse. Oh, what did I just say? I totally forgot. Was it 19? Hold up. Hold up. 19. All right. So, 19. Fauci, China, malfeasance, punishment. Will it be forthcoming? Oh, this is in red, so Jesus said it. I know thy works and charity and service and faith and thy patience and thy works and the last to be more than the first. Okay. So basically Jesus is saying, I know what you did. You cannot escape. I know what you did. I saw it. I know it. I knew it before you did it. I knew you was going to do it. I let you do it anyway because that's how fucked up shit is. But you did it. And we'll see how it works out. So, there's your answer. Oh, they have big first floor windows. So they like people to see what they're up to. I see how it is. Well. You know, I'm a fan of spying on people when they make it easy. If somebody leaves all their windows open and they don't have no curtains or blinds, and they're like, it's dusk or it's dark and they got all the lights on and you can see everything they're up to, okay, I'll look. I don't mind. I'll stare right at them. I'll be walking by sometimes because it's like dusk and people are kind of like forgetting that it's dark enough outside that you can actually see in their house, and you can see all kind of shit. You can see what video games they're playing, what movies they're watching, what they're eating for dinner, what their kids are up to. I have not run into anybody doing anything fun, like, you know, getting busy, and I have not witnessed any murders, but I've definitely seen a lot of personal business. And I personally like to keep all my shit shut because I'm sometimes getting up to things in here. I don't want people to know what I'm doing. Yeah, totally. I love judging their furniture, their decorating or lack thereof. Sometimes people have the worst art on their walls, and you're like, girl, what did you pay for that? Oh my God, I know you got that at Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance. Oh, let's see. All right. Any other questions from our folks here? We got 3 or 4 y'all out there in the crowd. So go ahead and put them out there. Put out the questions. Put out the questions. Yeah, 40% off coupon don't exist no more. That is something that I've noticed. Sales are becoming very few and far between. You used to be able to get that coupon for Hobby Lobby, which you could get 40% off one item all the time. They don't have that shit no more. They just have their rotating sales. So like every other week, there's a different like group of shit on sale, but it just like rotates. And so, you know, if you go and you're looking for some ribbon one week and it ain't on sale, you just got to wait a week and go the next week and it's going to be half off. So that's how you play that game. But honestly, HEB used to have a whole lot more stuff. HEB's grocery store in Austin and in Texas, if you're watching this from another part of the country. And they used to have a whole bunch of real good sales. And I noticed during the pandemic, a lot of their coupons just went away. And the coupons they do have now are not very good. I mean, even the meal deals sometimes are like, I don't want that extra. It's like they're trying to get rid of shit they got too much stuff of. They like go in their inventory and they say, oh my God, we got all these baked beans. It's not moving. So what are we going to do? Put them on a meal deal, even if it don't make no sense with the other things on there. So yeah, I've noticed that. And you know, the shelves are pretty bare in some places. And also, I've noticed that they're spread things out. There's not a lot of depth on the shelves, and it's just a lot of like the same things spread out real thin, just so it looks full, but it's actually not full. Tough times are coming, y'all. Tough times are coming. Let's see, Patrick, will the Department of Defense ruin the new UFO task force? It's already ruined if it's in part of the Department of Defense. But of course, with the whole UFO thing, I still think that if we have an alien invasion, it's more likely going to be fake. They have so much good like technology now with drones and projections, and they do it all the time for concerts and big events. So they could totally make up an alien invasion from scratch with just some computer generated shit and lasers. And we wouldn't know any different. Everybody lives online. Everybody lives in a screen these days. So nobody would know if it was real or not. I mean, we still don't know if we went to the moon. People are still arguing over that shit. So, okay, let's see. UFO Task Force, Tarot. Oh, the High Priest. So this is like the Hierophant or the Pope. So yeah, probably, because they're going to get all like bureaucratic about it, and it's going to be one of them things that you got to follow certain rules and procedures and rituals, and it's going to be just going to ruin the whole thing. But you know what? I will say this: if they're following the example of the Catholic Church and the pageantry and the pomp and all that stuff, hopefully the fake alien invasion they come up with is going to be worth all the money they're going to spend on it. Because I would be real disappointed if it was just some fake, ugly CGI thing that you can tell is fake, but everybody claims it's real. So you like have to accept that it's real, but really like it's not real, but you can't say that it's not real. Yeah, one of them things. It would just get ruined. So yeah, the Department of Defense is going to ruin it. Just like the Pope ruined Christianity. All right. Pornicle. We got a pornicle. What sort of venue should I pick for my birthday party? Well, hopefully your birthday party is going to be Rona free. Now that you all got it, you got that grace period of natural antibodies. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh yeah, we got to do a number selection for this one. So again, this has got a number between 1 and 755. So what's some fun venue for the birthday? 572. 572. Let's see here. 572. Pornicle. Oh, I turned right to it there. Okay. Oh, okay. So an outdoor venue for sure, not just because of the Rona, but just so you can pee on the ground. It's also very helpful if you need to take a leak, or if you just want to show off your good bits. Now, these look to be young people. I'm not condoning doing this on a playground or nothing, but maybe pick an outdoor venue. That looks like a fun one. Yeah, and don't wear underwear. Don't wear underwear. Okay. Yeah, looks like it's in a field somewhere. Go rent a field. Go rent some kind of farmer's pasture. That way, if you need to take a leak, it's not a big deal. There's just piss and shit all over it anyway. Ooh, we got a new one. Yeah, get outside and touch the grass. Hi, Lava Jeans. Oh, is that French? I don't know. Hold up. I think I lost the page. I'm sure it's in French. French are they're some nasty motherfuckers. You know, the Marquis de Sade was French. He wrote all kind of dirty shit in French. Okay. Hi, Lava Jeans. Welcome. Welcome to the show. You know how it works. You gotta put your question in the chat and choose your oracle. And if you don't know what the oracles are, they're in the description box below. So click that down arrow, and then it'll list them all for you, and you can pick your oracle for your question. Okay, where we at? 9:25. While y'all are thinking of some more questions, I think it might be time to sip on some tea. Don't y'all think? Yes, lots of tea. New Year's tea. There's been so many new tea flavors to try this year. Not necessarily liking all of them, but you know, when you get served tea, it's polite to take a sip. So here we go. Here we go. Oh, this one's a good one. 5G. Okay, so in case y'all didn't know, not only is it Dolly Parton's birthday, but today is the day that 5G was rolled out across the United States. So, 5G. The problem with the 5G in the United States is apparently, and I was just reading about this today in the newspaper. Not the newspaper. Nobody reads the newspaper anymore. Why did I say that? It's old. That's how old I am. As I said, newspaper. On the internet newspaper, the digital newspaper, that all the airlines is not happy about this 5G rollout because it's going to interfere with their instruments readings. Apparently, the frequency on which the 5G is in the United States is running is very, very close to the frequency that the airplanes have for their instrument that detects like how close they are to the ground. And they use those instruments when they're landing because a lot of times the visibility is poor, or they can't see. So, or it's a night, you know. So if you can't do a visual landing, you got to rely on these instruments. So of course, people use the instruments. Well, the airlines are worried that this 5G up around their airports is going to interfere with that instrument and make it impossible for the planes to land safely. Excuse me. This is a big deal, and it just was not a thing that was on my radar, until I read about it today. And there was even an article on CNN from the president of Emirates, which is an airline. I think it's in Dubai or United Arab. No, it's Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. It's one of the Middle Eastern countries. Anyway, they got a fancy airline, and they had to cancel a bunch of flights because they're like, we don't know if the plane's gonna crash. So yes, 5G has officially launched, and they've delayed it a few times because of this issue. They've reached some kind of agreement. You know, AT&T and Verizon and all them players, they paid billions of dollars to the FCC for the rights to have this frequency for their 5G. But it's not the same kind of 5G as they got in other parts of the world. So, of course, Americans have to be different and stubborn, just like with our imperial measurements instead of metric, in our insistence on speaking English, just like the assholes we are. We have to have different 5G than everybody else. And the 5G we have is going to cause all the planes to crash. So, there's the 5G. Now, me personally, I don't know how I feel about 5G because supposedly there's some other problems that could come out of the 5G rollout. It's not ever been done before on such a large scale. Some people are like, you know, when cell phones came out, they're like, radiation in your pocket, brain cancer, you know, that just kind of like went away. So we don't know what's going to happen. I do know that the 5G towers are up because I see them all over the place. They're huge. You cannot miss them. If you just look above the building line anywhere in town within, you know, about a mile or two, you're going to see that ugly ass 5G tower, which is way, way bigger than any of the other cell towers that we've ever had. It's like an intense thing. It's like one of the military radar sonar looking things. So, We shall see how it goes. If there's any plane crashes in the next few days, probably because of the 5G. Of course, they won't ever say it's from the 5G because the telecommunications industry is too strong and too powerful in this country. But somebody is going to crash a plane because of the 5G. Just putting that out there. You heard it here first. All right. You read the newspaper. Oh, you have a fear of paper. That's weird. What a weird thing to be afraid of. I don't know if a fear of paper. I'm sure somebody is terrified of paper, just like you out there in the world. But what would that come from? Because you have to use paper all the time. Like in school, you got to use the paper. I guess they don't now. They all use their phones and their tablets and their computers. But yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Oh, the touching it. Yes, touching it paper can be weird. Like I was saying, these Bible pages are they're real thin, kind of onion skin type of paper. And then there's like thicker, heavier linen paper. And then you know what drives me crazy? I don't like pencils. You know why? Because the sound of the pencil on the paper scratching, just like it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. I cannot handle it. So if I need to write with a pencil, I cannot, first of all, I have to have just one sheet of paper on a hard surface, and the pencil has to be sharp. I cannot do a dull pencil. Like when it gets close to the wood, oh, it's setting my teeth on edge. I can't handle it. And then, yeah, if some people like get a pencil that's real dull and they got like a pad of paper that thick and they're writing on it. Oh my God. I'm so glad someone else has this horrifying like feeling like I do. As soon as I could ditch the pencil in school, I ditched that motherfucker. I went to pens all the way. I didn't care if it was in math. I would just scratch that shit out because I hate pencils. I hate colored pencils. Don't even get me started. How people can color with pencils is you got to be scratch. The whole thing gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's horrible. So yes, I get that part about paper. But as far as like touching paper, I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't have a problem with regular just paper. I can read books, I can read newspapers, although I don't like the newsprint on my hand. Yeah, but yeah, I feel that paper phobia. There's got to be a paper phobia. Let's find out. Let's ask ye old Google. Paper phobia. What is paper phobia? Paprophobia. Yeah, paprophobia, the fear of paper. Yes. They're afraid of touching or getting cut by it. Even writing on it rapidly brings terror. That's so funny. That is something I never, ever, ever thought of. Ooh, emery boards are gross too. I don't like them either. If I need to like, I don't even file my nails. If I got a nail that's like hanging, I will just like cut it. I'll get I got some little tiny scissors and I'll just cut the whole damn thing. Oh, good. Well, good for you. I'm glad you're getting over your paprophobia now that we know what to call it. Ooh, writing rapidly on paper. I can hardly write anymore. Let me just tell y'all this. I'll show y'all some of my chicken scratch here. I was trying to find some astrology info before I came on. This is embarrassing. I'm just gonna share some of my embarrassment with y'all. This is what my handwriting looks like. I write so fast that I skip letters and I don't even form the letters. If I want to write something legibly, I have to go very, very slowly. And I don't even write cursive. Like, this is just me like scritching out some shit and then I can't read it later. I don't even know what that says. See, look at that. Look at this horribleness. Y'all would think I was a boy based on this. And yes, that's a stereotype, but it's mostly true. What does that say? January 19th. That's a J-A-N. Look at that shit. That is not a J-A-N. That is just some weird hieroglyphics that come out of my pen. I made a rhyme. Oh my gosh. Well, that was a fun tangent. We learned something today, paprophobia. And while I'm here, I might as well talk about the astrology. I didn't get all the way through the rest of the week, but the beginning of the week was loaded enough. So Monday, we had our full moon, our first full moon of 2022, if we're following that Gregorian calendar thing. And it was opposite the Pluto in Capricorn, because the moon was in Cancer, the full moon was in Cancer, sun was on Pluto, and it's opposite Pluto. So sun and Pluto conjunct opposite the moon in Cancer. Woo! If you was feeling it on Monday, and I surely was. I was not in a good mood. I was sad. I was depressed. There was lots going on. In fact, I didn't really go anywhere. I stayed holed up in my house. I made a big old pot of cold cannon, and I just was like, not going nowhere. Just went out to walk the dog. Yes. So there was that energy. And then on Tuesday, Uranus in Taurus. Uranus has been retrograde for a while. Well, Uranus is finally moving direct again. So not only did Uranus start going direct, but we finally got the nodal axis to shift permanently into the new axis, which is North Node in Taurus, which is where Uranus is. And then the South Node is in Scorpio. So the nodes had been in Gemini, Sagittarius for the last 18 or so months. And now they're shifted into a different thing. Now, the nodal axis is where the moon, it's like where the moon and the sun, I think, intersect. I can't remember. It's complicated, but it's a very important axis in your life. Like your South Node when you're born in your astrology chart is kind of where you come from, and the North Node is where you're going. And in Indian astrology, it's called Rahu and Ketu. And there's a lot of energies in this Rahu Ketu axis. Like it's really important for you to know where your nodal axis is. And if you've got planets in your nodal axis or conjunct your nodal axis, then whoo boy, you got some heavy shit to work on. So yeah, nodal axis has changed. So that's going to be a shift in a perspective for a lot of different things. And then, the sun today moved into Aquarius. So sun is now in Aquarius. And I did not get to the rest of it. I know Mercury's went retrograde. I think it was this week. Mercury retrograde either now or soon. Venus is retrograde right now still. So lots of deep, dark secrets are going to start coming up to the surface. Lots of interesting energies are going to come into play now that we've had this shift. So keep your eyes peeled. Look out for monsters. Okay. Looks like we got a tarot question from Goog. What would happen to me if I started eating Jack in the Box munchie meals regularly? I can tell you that right now, without consulting the cards. You're just going to become a fat ass and very unhealthy. But let's see. Let's see what the cards say. Let's see if it's kind of a little red here, but it's all, I'm kind of getting more red here. I feel like this might be the culprit too. All this fake ass metal from China or wherever it's from. And that's not racist. I'm sure that's where this thing is from, because that's where everything's from. Man, China's got us by the balls. Well played, China. Well played. Okay. Oh, hey, Prince. Welcome to the show. Little late, but that's all right. We don't mind. Okay, tarot. Did I miss a question up here? No, I went on that paper rant. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. All right. Jack in the Box. Definitely don't be eating that shit if you're sick. You need to be eating whole, nutritious food. Taking lots of vitamins, minerals, lots of water. Stay away from the fast food because it's not even food. It is not even real. It is fake. Okay. Well, okay. So we got the high priest and now we got the high priestess. So yeah, use your intuition here. You know that shit's not good for you. And you should just not do it. No, just don't. I mean, you are a magical being as a human, and you have the power to create wonderful food. If you don't know how to cook, you have the power to learn how to cook. You also have the power to choose better restaurants. So use your power wisely and stay away from the Jack and the Crack. Oh, fun. Well, have fun at your trivia game. Where you at trivia, Prance? You got to tell us. You got to tell us where the trivia is. Oh, you know what? I had a question online. I forgot all about it. That reminds me. Let's see. Where was it? It was on Instagram, I think. Yes, it's from Apollo Doc, our friend in Germany. Riding out that fascism. Yay. Okay. Wisdom on how to relax and stop being so obsessive and picking at things. Pretty please, OraCola's choice on the medium. Okay. How to stop being obsessive. My choice on the oracle. I think I'm going to use a style oracle for this, because that seems like a good one for the style oracle. How to be a different style. Oh, look, a fashion card for my dog. Look, we got another one. We got 2 in a row here. Well, let's get Apollo Docs in. Style, some style for learning how to not give a shit in style. All right. Ooh, Twiggy. There's no age limit to beauty. Eyelashes are the only things you should fake. Be your own spirit. So yeah, just adopt some of that 60s devil may care attitude, and maybe get a mini skirt. Wear a mini skirt. You know, it's hard for you to be focused on other shit when you're in a mini skirt because you're always thinking about, is my junk showing? Is my ass showing? That'll put your focus on something else 100%. So there's my prescription. Get you a mini skirt. Anytime you're feeling like nitpicky or obsessive about other things, put that mini skirt on. You will have a whole other sensation going on. You'll get breezes that you didn't think would happen anywhere else. You'll have like to worry about sitting down. Am I leaving a mark when I sit? You got to check that shit when you get up. You got to make sure it's not like stuck into your ass crack. Yeah. Get you a mini skirt. that'll put your mind at ease. Excuse me. Okay, so we had another one for Goog. Fashion card for my dog. A new look. All right, let's see about a fashion oracle for this dog. My dog's only fashion is his collar because he won't let me put anything else on him. He's such a jerk. He ate something on his walk earlier. I don't know what it was. It looked like a worm. Oh God, I hope it was nothing bad. I can't get it out of his mouth before he slurps it up. Maybe it was just a noodle. He ain't puked yet, so hopefully it was not anything bad. Okay. Dog fashion. Ooh, okay. Vidal Sassoon. So I think this means you need to get that dog a new haircut or a new hairstyle. And I don't know what kind of dog you got, but it says sculpt a new attitude by cutting a new crown. Always make an effort. A haircut can change your life. So definitely something to do with the grooming of the dog. the dog's hair or fur, whatever kind of thing your dog's got going on. And if you got one of them hairless dogs, well, maybe just maybe a new outfit, something like that. So there you go. Vidal Sassoon for the dog. All right. Anybody else have a question? Lava Jeans has not put a question in yet. I would be into answering some oracling for the Lava Jeans if you're interested. I don't know who else we got. We lost a couple of people. That's all right. Woo! Let's see. We got 15 more minutes left in the show. So let me pull out some more tea while we're waiting on y'all to think of some questions. Let's see. What is this? Oh, I don't want to talk about this because it's controversial, but I got to say it. Okay. Punishing the unvexed. So, yeah. It's becoming a thing now. If you don't have a particular medical intervention that is being strongly recommended by all the authorities across the world in uniform, which is not suspicious at all. No, not at all. That they're all using the same press releases and the same phrases to describe. But anyway, that the people who are refusing to go along with the rest of the folks that are doing it are getting punished. They're getting fined. They can't go nowhere. They're short of being hauled off to Never Never Land, never to be seen again. It's not quite there yet, but it's moving there. But what's more interesting to me is the fact that a lot of the people who who espouse that they're all for freedom and justice and equal rights, they're on board with it. They're totally fine with ostracizing their fellow human for making a different choice than them as far as their health goes. Now, there's lots of arguments about why we should ostracize people who make a different choice, that they are a problem, they're a burden on the medical system, that they're spreading it around everybody. Well, that narrative is totally out the water because everybody's getting it now. It don't matter if you've had the intervention or not. Everybody's getting it. It don't stop nothing. So right at this point, that argument is dead in the water. Nope. Even the mainstream narrative has to admit that shit is not like it was advertised. So why are we doing this? So the man loves to sow division amongst the people. That is his favorite tactic to get what he wants. So divide and conquer, divide and conquer. And you have this whole large group of folks who think they've done the right thing. They follow the rules. So of course we should be down on them people who did not follow the rules and didn't do what they were supposed to for the good of humanity. But that is another thing that we have to think about. You cannot be ostracizing your fellow man because really we're in the boat together. The man has his spaceship up on rotating the earth. He is dictating all this shit. He's rocking our boat, causing people to be upset. He wants us to throw certain people over the boat. Well, why? Because the man is still in charge. Really, the problem is the man. The man is the problem. He is the one fomenting all this dissent. And the sad thing is so many people just go along with it. They think they're right. They think that it's not a big deal. But no, this is exactly how every time in history we've had horrible things happen. This is how genocides happen. You other people. We cannot other our fellow men. We cannot other our fellow women and our neighbors. We cannot other them. It doesn't matter the reason. Othering is wrong. Othering is what causes tribal divisions and causes war. And we've got to get over it. We've got to figure out a way to agree to disagree on things. And you cannot follow the propaganda that these people are dirty and evil and are going to make you die. That is wrong. That is just propaganda. So I'm putting it out there right now. I'm against punishing folks for something like that. I do not agree with it. I do not think it should happen. And I really, really hope that we are going to turn a corner and everybody is going to like realize what's going on, because it's getting a little scary out there in certain places. It's getting a little bit scary. And I think we're a little bit privileged here in Texas, and we are not having to face a lot of that division that is being really reinforced in other parts of the world. And again, like I said, it's the man. The man is in charge. The man's getting off on it. The man is getting all this shit while we're fighting with each other over this bullshit. It's got to stop, y'all. It's got to stop. So I said my piece. Hopefully this will stay up and nobody will kill me over it. So, yep, othering is wrong. Saggers, hey. Hello. Okay, Lava Jeans had a question. Nodal chart. Okay, yeah. So here's the thing. So if you go onto an astrology website, there's a bunch of free ones. I think it's the most popular one is astro.com. That's astro.com. And you get your birth chart. So what you need for your birth chart is you need your day of birth, which you probably know, unless you're one of them weird religions that don't celebrate it. Your time of birth. This is very, very important. You got to have the exact time of birth. And then you need the location, where you was born, the city, the actual city, the location itself. And you go plug that shit in to, you go get your chart done. Just get a natal chart. You don't need to worry about the house system or none of that. Just get the basic thing, just so you can see what it looks like. And it's a circle. So what it is a snapshot of the heavens, basically, the heavens of when you were born. So where all the planets were in the constellations is where that chart is going to show you. It's round. And then the nodal axis is where the eclipses happen. So that's where the plane of the sun and the moon come together and crisscross. And so the nodal axis, not the natal chart. The natal chart is where all your planets are, but in the natal chart is going to be your nodal axis, and it'll be the true node. It'll usually have just a little like weird horseshoe symbol, and it'll only show you the north node, but the south node is exactly opposite. So wherever your north node or true node is on that chart, that is your north node, whatever sign it's in, if there's any planets around it, and then also the house that it's in. That's all important. And then exactly opposite that, across the circle, is going to be your south node. So that's how you find that out. Astro.com, you figure it out. Okay. Let's see. Yes, I'm glad y'all agree. Othering is wrong. It's just wrong. We should not other people. People are free to make their choices. We can disagree with them all we want, but they still have that personal autonomy and freedom to make that choice. And we as a society need to figure out how to live with it. And we cannot let propaganda sway us into an opinion that is probably not right. I was born during a lunar eclipse. Ha ha! Well, that's just a really auspicious time to be born. And I don't know what that means for you, because it really depends on your chart. But it's a very intense time to be born. So when you get your chart done, you'll see that depending on what else is going on with your eclipse, with the eclipse itself, could be some interesting, could be some very interesting astrology in your natal chart. So check it out. Go to astro.com. And I'm not being sponsored by them. It's just, that's easy. So, all right, we got 6 minutes left here in the show. You're welcome, Lava Jeans. If anybody else has a question, it is my pleasure to give you an answer for it. If not, that's totally fine. I will be here next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central on youtube.com/channel arcieoracola. You can always catch me then. You can always watch the show later. You can send the show to your friends. You can always hit that like button. You can subscribe if you've not subscribed to my channel yet. I think I have 108 now. Wow. That's fucking cool. I got over 100. Woohoo! Yes, and also if you are able to send a contribution or an offering to the OraCola, I'm happy to accept it on behalf of the universe. You can do that to me through PayPal or through Venmo. It's ARCIECOLA. It's also in the description below. Of course, you are not obligated to send any kind of offering or tip, but it is always greatly appreciated. Okay, looks like we have a question. Ways to deal with chapped lips during this cold front. Pornicle. Okay, that'll be fun. Whatever the pornicle shows you might give you chapped lips. And also, what lips are you talking about? There's different lips. All right, we gotta get that number generator here. My recommendation for chapped lips is good old Vaseline. It works. I am allergic to so many things, and Vaseline has so far done me good. All right. All right, 1 in 755. We're going to generate a number. 53. Okay. 53 for the chapped lips. Oh, this has got some ancient art on it. 53. Oh, well, this is from Pompeii. And it looks like you just need to get a lot of lubrication on that thing. You need to lube that sucker up real good. Lube them lips. And that'll certainly help. What the hell is that on there? I can't even tell. It's like I mean, it's like a sack? Maybe it is lube. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Anyway, that's a big old chapstick right there. Yeah, 100% of your lips are chapped. Well, Vaseline. Promise you it works. Go get you some Vaseline and put that stuff on there constantly. Just have a little bit, just dip it in and just constantly rub it on there. And anytime it's on your lips, just be aware that it'll feel kind of slimy, but and it doesn't taste great, but it doesn't taste bad. But what it does is it traps all the moisture that is available into your lips, and it allows whatever's going on underneath to kind of heal up. So it just provides a barrier to the outside world so that your skin can get on with the business of healing. So Vaseline, it is the best remedy that I found for chapped lips, for chapped skin, for any kind of thing like that. A lot of this other stuff that's supposed to soak in, Vaseline don't soak in. It just kind of wears off. So just get that on there and go to town. And get the plain kind. Don't get nothing with no flavorings or shit in there. And get the generic. You know, you don't have to buy the name brand. All that shit's made in the same factory. So yeah, just go to town and you get you a big old tub of that shit. It'll last you for years. We had a tub of Vaseline when I was growing up that we had, I know, for at least 15 years. And we didn't even get to the bottom of it. I think it finally got too much hair in it and we had to throw it away. Yeah, well, it's not actually, I don't think it's from petroleum. I think it's like a chemical, but it's not from, I don't think it's from dinosaurs. I don't know what it is. It's just a industrial lubricant that's good for your skin, just because it just covers everything up. You know, Martha Stewart's secret, apparently, to looking as young as she looks, aside from all the fillers and things that she probably does, is that she puts a layer of Vaseline all over her face after she's done all of her skincare at night, washed her face and put on her serums. She just covers it all with Vaseline and then apparently sleeps like this without moving. And then that leaves all that like stuff next to the skin and that it can't evaporate out. And then the Vaseline just kind of holds that moisture in. It's supposed to be a hot beauty tip. I've not tried it yet because I sleep wild and I sleep with a dog. And if I had Vaseline all over my face, not just my lips, but on my face, I would wake up looking like a dog because it'd just be fur all over me. Okay, yeah. I mean, it is, but so is all this other stuff we have in the world. Everything's a byproduct of oil production. God damn it. We cannot get away from it. I'm not afraid of the Vaseline, mainly because I tried all the natural shit. I'm allergic to all the natural shit. I didn't know I was allergic to it until I was using it for years. And suddenly my lips started cracking and bleeding. Well, guess what? Back to the Vaseline. So it's how they do it here in Arcieola town. All right, y'all. Well, it is 10 o'clock. That means our show has come to an end. Another edition of the OraCola. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I appreciate the universe for stopping by and helping us with our problems. I hope everybody who is feeling poorly is on the mend and is feeling better soon. I hope the rest of y'all are managing to navigate the apocalypse with the grace and class that I know that you have. And no scratch off. You know why? Because I only had a $5 bill and I was not putting a $5 bill into that fucking machine because then all I could do is buy tickets. So no scratch off. Plus I've been losing. So I didn't feel the call to a scratch off, but maybe next time we'll see. You'll have to tune in and see if I get another scratch off. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.